to the social economic transformation initiative. Number one, Paris development model. Number one, Paris development model. The district has so far, received a total of 26 billion, 200 million, 502 shillings. Up to 226, 229 households have benefited. Emnyoga program. Your Excellency, that is number two. Then number three, because of the time. Then number three, because of the time. Economic transformation program. Uganda entrepreneurship program. Uganda entrepreneurship program. Growth for the women. Search for old persons. Search for old persons. Old persons of 80 years. Old persons of 80 years.
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. Over to Kawadeka with demo on ground.
My name is Kawadeka with demo. Deals up to 50% flying. Everything is at rock bottom prices. Command center.
Yes.
It's Black November like never before.
Oh wow.
Shop for electronics, groceries, cleaning supplies, and so much more at rock bottom prices. Visit their supermarkets now and save big.
Carrefour, lowest prices every day.
Being indebted in the district to ensure that every sub-county has a government
Be part of special moments.
On the issue of health, there is health down there, number 5, because of the time.
Be home your
Then
way.
there is number 6 there. But this one of health, I have to talk about this one interesting. Your Excellency,
Send money from the UK to over 10 African countries with the best exchange rates at zero transfer fee delivered in minutes. Download Lemfi
we
today.
appreciate the oxygen plan, ambulance plan, and ongoing construction of the modern theater. They are upgraded to health centers 3. Your Excellency, I want to go direct to current requests. I want to go direct to current requests to Your Excellency. As stated below, we kindly request for the following. You are people of you are people. Your Excellency, I want to inform you that I'm just a messenger for this memo. I'm just a messenger for this memo. Giving out, but all the information which I'm giving out is compensation. From the people. Your Excellency. Your Excellency is one of the sub-region. Your Excellency suffered during the civil wars. That suffered during the civil wars. Karamojong attacked and from all sides. It has attacked from all sides. The areas neighboring Uganda, the areas neighboring Uganda, wildlife authority were raided by the Bagisu. We had the west of the lower area and the Karamojongs in the lower area. Your Excellency, bullet 2, there is also compensation of loss missed by the Kapchorwa market vendors. We suffered serious loss due to the fire outbreak. We request that market vendors be compensated to resume business. On construction still, construction of a modern market, given the growing population, with now the new municipality status, we request you to consider the construction of modern market for Kapchorwa to boost business. Upgrading of Kapchorwa General Hospital to Eribaro Hospital. Then number C, elevation of Health Center 2 to Health Center 3. Then D, this one is so crucial, it was from the people. The creation of new administrative units of Kasarem, creation of new constituencies of Kasarem and Kaptanya. E, infrastructure. Construction of sewage system in Kapchorwa municipality. Development of tourism, sport security, infrastructure that includes Chema, Kakwai Exploration Center, Kakwai Cheptulia, then Mulungwa Road, Tuban, Munda. Your Excellency, all those are the roads that I can talk about, including from Aropo, Ngangata, Srinda to Bulamburi. That is a security road. Your Excellency, point number F, industrial hub, industrial park. This will create many jobs for our young people. Then G, political appointments, Your Excellency. I'm happy that Musudodong here. There's no any other Sabine who is also close to General Otong, who is here. Your Excellency, that one is very important. We only have the cabinet minister, that is Sam Jeptors, His Excellency Ambassador Jebrod Stephen of Qatar. We have been left out key appointments such as permanent secretaries, undersecretaries, RDCs, and many others, Your Excellency. For you, you know. Then Kapchorwa get to use local artists, survey workers, development group, and border groups kindly request for the financial support through already established circle, Your Excellency. Unfulfilled pledges, I'm going direct bullets, I will not state that. Susana Mugung Memorial Technical Institute, as promised by Your Excellency, and the late police officer, Kadu, who was killed from the police central station. Then bullet 2 kilometers Sabay Diocese, Cathedral Road, as you pledge, Your Excellency. Then I asked for the state lodge neighbors. You are the one who said, Your Excellency, and people are remembering. Then school passes for Kasarem, Gamatui, Kapchorwa SS, and many others. Then 4-acre motor farm in Kapchorwa. Mr. President, you pledged to initiate a 4-acre model farm in Sabay. And Sabay Diocese has provided land in Sipi, and we kindly request for your actions. Lastly, Your Excellency, this one has been ongoing. The boundary issue. This remains unresolved conflict regarding the clear and accomplished. We request for the expeditious resolutions of this issue of the boundary. Your Excellency, with due respect, I want to thank you and thank you so much for accepting to become the president of this country, to become the flag bearer. I salute you. Thank you so much. We shall get better answers to get, Your Excellency. Asante sana.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm sure if there was time, you are going to speak many other things. But we have taken note of all the points, and in President Museveni, there is always a hope for all those points to be answered. May I invite the regional vice chairman of the party to just come and receive us in Kapchorwa, and thereafter, he will be inviting the second national vice chairperson of the party to invite the president to speak to us.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, allow me to follow the protocol already established. I would also like to join you in sending condolence and sympathy to the families that suffered a disaster in the last few weeks. We appreciate you for your quick response and support to the victims. Thank you for that response and taking care of this region. Your Excellency, Sabay is one of the places where your dream of the East African integration is becoming a reality. The people of Sabay are one of the most integrated places in East Africa. And the tamaking of the road from Sironko to Kapchorwa and Kapchorwa to Kitale is going to consolidate that dream. Thank you very much for pushing on that dream and making it a reality through infrastructure. Your Excellency, just allow me, as you conclude your campaign trail in Sabay, to thank the NRM structures for organizing and working with the Secretariat to make it success. I also want to thank the business community of Sabay, the religious leaders and the cultural leaders. We appreciate you and thank you for welcoming the president and supporting him. I want to finally thank the people of Sebei for supporting me and supporting NRM. I would like to ask that you continue supporting the president and NRM in the next coming elections. Thank you very much. Allow me to invite the second National Vice Chairperson to welcome you. Thank you.
NRM oye!
Oye!
NRM oye!
Oye!
President Museveni oye! Now if you love President Museveni, raise your flags, all of you. Raise your flags. I am not seeing you. If you love President Museveni, raise your flags.
Kale awiriat ulaba bendaranak tarat ya jama bondit.
Raise your flags.
Awiri bendaranak tarat.
NRM oye! President Museveni oye! Vicente oye! Boda Boda oye! Ghetto oye! The people of Kapchorwa,
Big ups, Kapchorwa.
we want to thank you so much for welcoming us here.
Para jigasta koroman amnyega toroje chibiu.
And we want to thank you for loving NRM.
Anguvara gastak amnye kwajam
And we
NRM.
want to thank you for showing President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni love.
Para jigastak amnye kyaborchi President Museveni chamishet nyewo.
And as the party NRM,
Kuyu batit nyebo NRM.
we have given you the best candidate.
Ije wonok nyoboli shi kapsa.
And you should be grateful that you have gotten the best
Anga
candidate.
gasta indet le kyanyor nyoboli shi.
It is only our candidate of NRM
Nyitinyi bo NRM bade.
that has a manifesto.
Nyebo ndata twet nyebo ngale kiema kwiwa kwek.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda
Nyewo nyebo yemeda ap Uganda.
and the flag bearer of the NRM party,
Angwene kunyebo ndo bendaret nyemosokoyong e patiti.
we want to thank you for accepting to sacrifice and campaign for the party.
Para jigasting amye gikonu kay kuyugorosyo klasinget kiki siyaset yem patit.
We also want to thank you for accepting to be our candidate.
Para jigasting amye gi yenwech klasinget yong e patit.
As members of the party and leadership of the party, we shall move with you till the end.
Kuyu kando tukieba patiti masaje bonde kenyi kotoko iletut.
And Your Excellency, we want to thank you as you conclude this journey in Sebei. We want to thank you so much for sparing time to be here.
Para jigasting yat mite wongdoi sabinyi jigosting amye kwe gonu baroindo mite ibi.
But also as the people of Sebei, we want to thank you for the peace that you brought to this region.
Kuyu pick
Because-
up sabin costing amdalosiet okalet nye gisutu kamasetinyi.
Because you did a disarmament of our neighbors. And
Amye
because the neighbors have been disarmed, now we have total peace in this area.
Kubaye kinumne suraek motik kutokle kijoyat kalet kamasi.
We want to thank you for the development that you have brought, both the infrastructure development and socio-economic development.
Para jigasting amnaratan to kulje gisutu chogonu besangi ago chogi teka kayemetap Uganda.
No place in this country has this kind of road.
Priyo adop agatokol amyemetap Uganda nyebonda ret nye yunyi.
And we want to thank you for the PDM that you have brought. Now that you're adding more money, this country is going to develop more.
Para jigasting am PDM misin gungiago laborator shibesa nagalagi ko waya yemetap Uganda tai.
And that is going to make our people get more wealth, more and more.
Chota cheko kwibikyo kunyor mogoryondit nyewo.
Your Excellency, we want to thank you for supporting the institutions. You recently supported the cathedral with 1.1 billion shillings.
Para jigasting amye kwe konu peshandet nye gitoror cathedral
And as
ako
Christians
billionit
of this
agenge.
area, can you clap for that money? The president supported the cathedral. And is ready to continue supporting it. Your Excellency, we also want to thank you for the promise that you've made on restocking of these people. And now we have a new leader, a new LOC5 who is going to be the chairman. He's going to maintain the 1 billion shillings very well. And once the 1 billion shillings for road maintenance is used well, then the government will be doing a very good job. Your Excellency, you also have these young boys making noise here. These are the ghetto boys and the border borders. And they've been saying that people from the other side, Kampala, get money and they also want support. The ghettos and the border borders, I want to assure you, you have a caring grandfather. And he's going to support you. Your Excellency, I want to invite you to talk to your people. NRM oye! Oye! Ghetto oye! Oye! Boda boda oye! Oye! Oye!
Kaitabon, sit down, sit down. The people of Kapchorwa, Takwenya Suba. Kaitabon, the Vice Chairperson, NRM, National, Second Vice Chairperson, who is also Speaker of Parliament, the Vice Chairperson, Eastern, the Secretary General, all the other leaders, and the people of Kapchorwa. I am here to present to you the manifesto of the NRM for the period 2026-2031.
Parayat aborwok tatuet nyebongalek chegibo yakwe ayonyi kotokoyat kenyit nyebo elfu nyoka satumemu.
And that manifesto has got 7 points, 7 contributions NRM has made to Uganda in the last 40 years.
Amgarer yandet nyomasagusumani poru yankiebo luget nyebo NRM amganyisho keidar tamdo anaje gigetya.
But before, and I will not be able to talk about all the 7, I will talk about 4 here.
Kutomba ngolole togoli masangalale ammanbada amiyubashoni.
But before I talk about the 4, there are some local issues here in Sebei. One of them is the boundary between the national park, the forest, and the population. I thought it had been resolved because I sent here Dr. Gunda, the former Prime Minister, physically to come and finish it. Prime Minister But when I looked in the file when I was coming here, I saw that it was still an issue. I checked with the Prime Minister. What happened? She said that when the people came to do the boundary verification, that you wanted to kill them. And they went away. So today in Kwen, I asked the people, do you want to kill those people? They said no, they are liars. So I'm going to send them back to come and finish this issue. The issue of the forests and the mountains and the lakes and the rivers and the swamps is like our human body. We are all alive because we have got blood circulating in our system. And the organs managing it. Now, if you interfere seriously with any one of them, the person may even die. So, these mountains are not, this is not politics, it's not opinions, it is science. The activities we do must be in harmony with the anatomy. When I was in Kwen, I gave the example of cutting nails. Of cutting nails, our nails. Cutting nails. Cutting nails. You can cut the nails. But when you go in the flesh, you get blood coming out. So, this is the same with these systems. Whatever we, because they are very vital for our survival. I was telling the people in Kwen that when I landed there, where I landed, it was 1 degree 25 minutes north. Because every part of the world is marked. By lines called latitudes and others called longitudes. So where I landed was 1 degree 25 minutes north. Karamoja across there goes up to 4 degrees north. Up to 4 degrees north. Almost the same with the West Nile. But West Nile has got 2 times more rain than Karamoja.
URA payments simplified even on Katochi. But first, you need a PRN, payment reference number. You have it? Good. Now, Step 1. Dial *185#. Step 2. Select option 4, Pay Bill. Step 3. Select option 7, URA. Step 4. Select option 1, Pay Registered PRN. Step 5. Enter PRN number. Step 6. Enter PIN to complete transaction. It's that simple. Pay taxes, business licenses, identification documents, traffic fines, and more the easy way. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
So we should sit down, all of us, and discuss when we are not rushing. I will come back here and we have, after the elections, I will come.
Majala jiburungun jangalale ngale jitijo angu manyor baroindo aweke.
Apart from sending the team, the one of the survey,
Uyungale kyoba sabinya.
but so that we discuss how to scientifically and safely live here.
Kale ke ngalale ko burto lakne je muje chi sanget jibur nye tabon omiu.
It should not be I was very happy today. I cut the tape of Cheptegei's hotel.
Kai go ngaragat pasoni koga maran boteli tap Joshua Cheptegei labatindet.
Cheptegei is Endorobo.
Cheptegei la gundorop chonye jone musop chonye jone taratlo.
The group who live in the forest.
Pa agenga ambigo ji munye wok.
I don't know how the Ndorobos were living in the forest.
Mangat kele munye ne bjaga mastanye ba wok.
I think they were collecting honey and hunting and so on.
Angat lagne bjagum nyateng ma pagogoti mbot chongi ja ok ngale kala ke magargei.
But now he has built a hotel.
Dene ala gute chote litnye wo.
And he would earn much more money than he's already earning much more money from running.
Angu mia gu nyuru besan ke chang am labatet.
But now, because running is a service, he's providing a service.
Ngwek choko nyele kie ga gatibi ga porete.
So he's now expanding service provision.
Mia go no to yat ishet nye babi ga porete. Oga te shia to telit.
To include a hotel. So which shows you that this mountain should only not be looked at only for agriculture, because that's where the conflict comes.
Kunya kaka sakwayat kle ngale ka pu ngale jitu to kolle priye bale pawoge kibatis pade.
You can use it for agriculture where it is safe, and in other areas use it for in another way.
Muje chisha top tonyo taponi.
So when I was in Bukwa and when I proposed, I said, you people, we are not the only ones who live near mountains. There are people in other parts of the world who live near mountains. Like in Europe. There's a huge chain of mountains called the Alps. So I'm proposing that the irrigation from Elegon, from Rwenzori, from Chigezi goes to Europe and see how do those people live.
Yes, so
we should not go on quarreling with ignorance. We should have just facts and then decide what to do. That's one point. The second one is that in Lango, Acholi, Teso, we have now agreed that we restock those cattle which were killed by the war there.
Kalayat am kamasanya ba cholio ko lango kajele majagas ngalega tuga jogi bo kamasanya bosoi ako ngalega borio nutok.
And we agreed that each homestead could be given 5 cows.
Jamo gula gila ka agatokol majayendi tuga mut.
And the people there are very happy. People there are very happy. So, as somebody who has been fighting these wars, I remembered, I said, how can you only look at Lango, Teso, Acholi? And you forget Abim, which suffered so much. And you forget Bulambudi. And Ngenge. So we are going to add those areas also. And also on this side, the ones on the border, Pokot, were also disturbing those other people there. Now, the issue of compensation has kept coming up. I'm going to take it up again. I don't know why they take so long, endless. Now, the landslide victims are already being settled. The plan, not only the plan, what is already being implemented, we give each family 2 acres of land and 10 million shillings. In addition to compensating their crops and whatever they lost. But when I was in Bududa, because now we have been settling these people away from their home area. But when I was in Bududa the other time, they came up with an idea similar to what I saw in Europe, which I want you to go and see. They were saying, why do you take us away from our area? Why don't we settle in the urban areas, but in our area, and we leave the rural areas, which are the problem area. So, when we finish the election and we have our conference here, I want us to have a conference and we discuss for days. And the Instead of talking, this one, we are all here. Let's discuss and conclude item by item. One is a fact. We can't argue with the facts. So when we discuss, we shall also discuss that. How about that idea? But for now, we are implementing the other one of 2 acres and 10 million. My PPS and the money there, we have got 56 billion billion shillings for that purpose.
Kale bondayat PPS pesan kebundoi billion katan mutanu jebo ishono.
Now, my PPS get in touch with the district spokesperson about the pledges he was talking about.
PPS 2 years ago nani nyewo nyebo mongeti kula singet je limjinde je kasngalek kyom na nyit kyo burte aburchi bonde je unego mare.
Now, those are the local issues I picked up.
Kangalek kyo to je ka kwai.
But the issues in our manifesto are 7.
Dene ngalek chemi de tatwet nyobara borwok amgo yongate nyu kuje bundo yamsambo.
When I meet the press in the evening in Mbale, your press here, the one of Kapchorwa, I will give all the 7 points, 7 contributions of NRM to Uganda in the last 40 years. But here, I will talk on about 4 of them. Now, the first one is what a number of people have already talked about, the peace. The NRM has been able to bring peace because of its ideology of patriotism, Pan-Africanism, and socio-economic transformation.
Kisuti alugedap NRM kaledo tolosieti ka soto yoke boni jebo che jam yemeda Uganda lembeda Africa ok atobuto ke magarke ok ngale kebo ishondok ke gonu besana.
That ideology enables us to build a national party like this one.
Kasoto yondo no nye che aje tek luget nyebo NRM yunyi.
And also build strong national institutions such as the army, the police, the prisons, and so on. That's how we are able to maintain peace. So that is contribution number 1. Contribution number 2 is development, which has got 2 parts. Economic infrastructure and social infrastructure. Economic infrastructure are roads, electricity, telephones, water, and the railway in some places. You can check what has been done here on those. You can pick your pen and you tick, you tick, you tick. I was able to build the tarmac road from Mbare to Kapchorwa even when we had no money. I agree with Museveni Rallies. Kenya had our dates of the East African community. But because we don't have money, I said, okay, Museveni Rallies, you get a contractor to do the road from Mbale to Kapchorwa, and you pay him using the money you would have paid me, us. That's how we were able to build that road. And we built the road from Mitiana to Mbende using soybeans. Because we didn't have money. The economy had collapsed. But now the road is there all the way up to Swam.
Pandanya kwa kasakwegaret nyawedi baga Kapchorwa Swame.
The other road, the other one through Chepskunya all the way to Moroto.
Ichagay bamuyembe yongan Chepskunya agoy Moroto.
The shorter roads you are talking about, we are going to study them.
The
one in the lowlands, I know something about it. But there are the others which you are talking about, which I need to study. So, the telephones, you all have telephones now. Electricity, pipe to water, and water in the villages, gravity flow schemes. All that is continuing. Then there's the social infrastructure. The schools, government schools, and health centers. According to the file here, there are There are 24 government primary schools in Kapchorwa Rural and 16 in Kapchorwa Municipality. So altogether there are 40. And then the government secondary schools are 5. In Kapchorwa Rural and 4 in municipality. So those are altogether 9. So our policy is to have one government school, primary school per parish. And one government secondary school per sub-county. We shall continue building more and more until we cover all the parishes and the sub-counties. But I'm happy to hear that there are 9 secondary schools in Kapchorwa alone. Because in 1961 I was at Ntare, and we had many boys from all parts of Uganda, including Sebei. That's how we had boys like Kulanyi. They were coming to Ntare because there was not a single A-level school in the whole of northern or eastern Uganda. A-level schools in the whole of Uganda for boys were 3. Budo, Kisubi, and Ntare. And then for the girls, it was Namagunga, na bingo gayaza.
Alakiala kuna gongera na bingo go gayaza kujogo bajo TV.
So when I come here and see that there are 9 secondary schools in Kapchorwa, which was a sub-county of Museveni County.
Yegajo ay mola mide jibundoi sokoldo mwenda angu pososojale jimami bagenge.
I feel very happy. Now, for the health centers, we have got one hospital. One health center for. And 8 health center 3s. There are 5 sub-counties without health center 3s. And the plans are upgrade Kapchorwa General Hospital to a referral hospital. Upgrade Amcol Health Center 2, Health Center 3. Upgrade Chepterich Health Center 2, Health Center 3 in Chepterich. That would leave some sub-counties without health center 3, so I will tell them to make sure they cover all of them.
Kale makubukacha gombariani ngala kumabondo ele center ngi dato butok ke baganyo shendene ma kaskle kajiwan dogol takwanin donde to mare.
So the 2, economic infrastructure and social infrastructure, all combined to form development.
Kaya umatetya nyobo jodoin uje sudu naratet nyobo ishondokyo ko nubesange ako naratet nyobo ishondokyo ko lobigap koret.
So NRM has contributed to Uganda in creating peace.
NRM kunyegi wendiat yemedap Uganda toloshede.
But also in creating development.
Angu ki sutyambo naratet.
But in the 3rd word, this is wealth. In the 1960s, even in the universities, the professors would hear them when they are talking, mixing the 2. Mixing in the Bantu dialect, they would say, Enkura Kurana, no Bugaga. But me, I said, no, they must be clear that you can have development, but you still remain with poverty. That's why, therefore, as soon as we came into the government, we started, yes, having money for development, but also having money for wealth creation.
Best product, ask my cousin. Offline is talk. On Gigi, I trust real reviews. Why stress offline? Buy, sell, use. Gigi.
Don't worry, little one. These 2 drops are going to help your body fight polio. These drops contain a tiny harmless version of the polio virus. They are here to teach your body how to fight the real thing. First, the body builds a strong wall in the intestine to stop the virus from spreading. Then, the body creates antibodies, like little protective guardians, to stop the virus if it ever tries to invade. And now, the body has a memory, ready to recognize and fight the real virus if it shows up. Thanks to these drops, your body is now protected. Every child matters. Every drop counts.
We put
Ntandukwa, NADS, Operation Wealth Creation, Emyoga, Women Fund, Youth Fund. Now recently we have added PDM. So we are very clear, but people did not understand. You hear them talking about other things, about this one, this one. There was Soga, I've got a good statement. They say, Akange kakiraka ife. Mine is better than ours. And what is mine is wealth. Development is ours. So, because of talking, some of the people have listened to our message. Let's see those who have listened to our message. Maybe there are some here in Kapchorwa.
My name is Limo Nicholas. Welcome to this village. Is called Ngeny Village, Kapchorwa Sub-County, Bukwa District. I am a farmer. I'm doing dairy. As you can see, I have 3 cows now, but 2 are producing milk. 1 is still growing. I also have coffee, 1,200 trees. I have bananas on 1 acre. I also have fruits, apples specifically, and then I have horticulture. I am growing vegetables, and then I have chicken, the local breed, but I have 100 so far under a poultry unit, which we are producing for milk, for eggs, and also for sale. We really thank government because when I started this farm, I started doing this farming activity in 2004. I did it using my own resources, but in 2018, government under Operation Wealth Creation, they gave us a cow, and now this cow so far it has sired 3. These ones are 3 years because of the congestion here. I've taken them to another annexed farm which I bought. These cows here, it has assisted me so much as a farmer because we are getting milk. As you can see, this one here, this one is Asha. It has produced milk for over 1 year plus. So the milk production has gone down, but so far we are getting 10 liters a day from this other cow. Then this one is a crossbreed, a local and a crossbreed. We are getting, this one gives us 8 liters. So in total, these cows give us 18 liters per day. This 18 liters, when you calculate it with the current market price of 1,800, we get like 900,000 every month from these 2 cows. So next year, all of them are they are pregnant. We expect them to produce in January. So when we get now peak production, our milk is going to increase. But so far, these other 2 cows is assisting us in payment of fees, maintaining the home. We are also getting the bananas, which we sell on weekly basis. At least we get like 250,000. In a month we get like about 1 million from the bananas. Then the coffee is also doing very well. So far, this year we have already picked 5 bags of dry parchment. And that 5 bags, when you calculate it to the price of 10,000, that is already 5 million. the coffee is doing very well because of this mixed farming ingredient. We get the cow dung, we get the bioauxiliary, and that is what is, you can see the bananas are very healthy, and also the coffee is doing very well. So that is what we are getting. This farm of mine is 4 acres, and it is because of the income we get from the coffee.
You have heard our man from Buko. He has got cows which give him more than 10 million a year. And he has got coffee. And he has got bananas. He has got apples. He didn't give us the total, but I can see that he's getting more than 20 million. So that's why we have been appealing to you that all of you please get involved in wealth creation. And look, wealth creation with Echibaro. With the calculation. That's why we talk of the 4 acres model. I calculated this in 1995. Because some of the people had fragmented the land. So I calculated that if you have got 1 acre for coffee, 1 acre for fruits like those apples, those are very, very, very. 1 acre for pasture, for dairy. 1 acre for food. Eggs in the backyard, poultry for eggs in the backyard. Piggery. And then near the wetlands, fish farming. You get a lot of money. I can show you my model farm in Rango.
I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize their small acreages of land so that they can earn more money through intensive farming. And here we are talking about enterprises that have good yields and high income for their household. So we have the fish farming, which is one of the enterprises that can be done near the water without interfering with wetland and tampering with water flow. Then we have the zero grazing unit. On the other side, we have the coffee, we have the banana, and also a household needs food crops as 1 acre plus fruits. So this idea of the 4-acre model is to support income for the household. And as I will go into the small mathematics, you will know that it's capable of pulling somebody out of poverty. Now, specifically on the fish pond, here is about 20 by 50 meter pond, 1,000 meters squared. After finishing the excavation, we stock 10,000 fish. We feed it for about 8 to 9 months. In the north, which is warmer, the fish grow faster. And in the west, which is a little cold, you add 1 more month to reach the same quantity of grams. So by that time, the fish will be about 800 grams to 1.5 kilograms. In the market, the fish which is 1 kilograms or 800 grams here costs about 10,000 shillings. So having stocked here 10,000 fish, by 10,000, somebody will get 100 million.
Now,
in what?
You can now hear. my farm there in Lango. My farm in Lango. My people there have planted 1 acre of coffee, 1 acre of bananas. They have some cows, some fruits, pineapples, but they also have a fish pond in half an acre. And from the fish pond, they get 100 million shillings. In a year. And when they remove costs, they remain with 70 million. And you can have 2 of those ponds in an acre. Therefore, an acre can give you 140 million net. So the people in the lowlands, in Ngenge, those areas there, can do a lot of fish farming. And when I was going to the industrial hub, I saw huge wetlands which are being spoiled with rice, with things which are not very, very profitable. Fish farming is much more profitable. So therefore, contribution number 3 of NRM to Uganda is wealth creation. For the individuals, for the families, for the companies. And because of this, there's huge production now in Uganda. Coffee production is about 12 million bags now. In the past, we were producing only 3 million bags. Tea. Chai. Bananas. Cows. We have now got 16 million cows. So the individuals, once they get involved in wealth creation, the country becomes richer. But there are still people who are outside the money economy. And these are the ones we are targeting. Or those in the money economy without a chibaro. So I'm very glad that NRM has been able to contribute also on this issue. But then there is number 4. Jobs. You have people talking, jobs. Where do jobs come from? For them, they are thinking about government jobs. But the government cannot have jobs. When you hear that a country has got more government jobs than private sector jobs, then you know that that country is in disaster. It is suffering from stunted growth. Now let me show you where jobs come from.
Let's
see if I'm Kama of Kagadi.
Kama demonstration farm. My name is Fred Vyamkama. I'm a member of Parliament of Buganges West Constituency, Kakubiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have a half acre of pineapple, has 6 cows for zero grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is the 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters to lead by example so that my voters can learn what measure the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well. You don't sleep here, but if I would sleep here, the house as well is seated on this 4-acre model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me eggs. Others are soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method of deep litter, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day minimally. Then I save in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million. Because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity. Remain with 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20 times 6, that's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day, for us a liter here is 2,000, because we sell each cup at 1,000. So you get 2,000 times 120, you get 24,000 per day. So 24,000 per day, when you multiply, you get about 7.6 million per month. But 7.6 million per month, you cannot save it. You have to get 200 to pay these workers, sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is zero grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million from the cows for zero grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. This 1 acre is enough feeding our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well with this grass we have. When you get like the half an acre of pineapple per harvest, you get about 4.5 million, and I harvest twice a year. You will see, even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends to take. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell, I give to my neighbors to rear. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre, because we're just starting up the harvest. We had the first harvest, and when you get about 12 million, but when you get very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana, at the end of the month, you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana, I use it for eating. So I simply get my coffee to ensure the other 12 million I'm telling you, which you are getting from this 1 acre, because we have tested it where you receive. And here,
now that's what I wanted.
You have heard what
how Biamkama started 4 years ago. When he was elected to parliament, his father was a very strong NRM supporter. He brought him to me. And said, this boy has been elected for parliament, how do you advise him? I told him what I tell all Ugandans all the time. I said, if you want to succeed, understand my 4 acres model. He listened and went and started and implemented it. Now you have seen what he's doing. An acre of coffee, bananas, pineapples, some 6 cows. Piggery is where he gets a lot of pigs, 190. But he gives them free to his constituents. To his constituents. But from eggs alone, he's earning 108 million shillings per month. And when you deduct costs, he remains with 55 million. Per month. That is like 700 million from eggs alone net. In a year. But what I wanted him to show, what I wanted to show you, was that this rich man now, he has now created jobs for 26 Ugandans. Now, that is from agriculture. So, NRM members should all be saying, jobs come from wealth. The wealth is for the individual, is for the family, is for the company, but sometimes also for the government. A parastatal is wealth of the government. But that wealth creates jobs. The thinking of government jobs is really backward. How many Gombara chiefs can you have? Only one. Muruka chiefs, one. All the government jobs together are 480,000. We are now 50 million people. How can 400,000 jobs satisfy us? So this is jobs from commercial agriculture. On a smaller scale. If it was a big project like sugar plantation, the worker there would be many more. But the second source of wealth is the factories. Let's see the factories. Hold it there. Now that big town you see is a town of factories. Built by the NRM in the Mbale area. Now they told me there were 75 factories there now. Let's see how many each person, each factory is employing. Hold it there, hold it there. See how many young people are working in that factory. And in Mbale Industrial Park, apparently there are 12,000 workers.
Maybe go jevundoi elfu na kumi na abiri amu kama sanye bombare katapa kitanda mbare.
Namamve, I hear there are 273 factories.
Namamve bundoi miangoe nyok sambu masatu kitango kemite.
Employing 44,000 people.
Silebi go jevundoi elfu na anamnya.
The factories together are now employing 1.3 million people.
Kita ngok kuliah kaya mawan kle, selebi ko jebun doi million ita kaya ko elfu nak mean somok.
Almost 3 times more than the government.
Aret somok ko kaya kasmeti.
And they have just started.
Angku kutaje jebade.
So therefore, my NRM comrades.
Kunyat PQ ba NRM.
NRM is a movement of people of knowledge.
NRM yala kuluket ni baponi naga pick up ngomnyenit.
And of patriotism.
Ako piko jocheme yemengwa.
It's not a part of just talking.
Priye luket ni bo ngalala tet pade.
We are like scientists. We talk about what is a fact.
Luketa be NRM lagarge piko jokismanja science. Ngolole ngalek chebo manda.
And I want all of you to be clear about this. Now our contributions are 7 of them in the last 40 years. But here we have talked about 4. Peace, development, wealth, and where jobs come from. The other 3 I will add on in the evening when I talk to the press. Let me end with something that I've not been happy about. This is the charges in government schools. I introduced UPE in 1996. And it worked well for a few years. Children were studying free. But then the school groups started bringing back charges. I didn't want to fight all the time. I said, let me use a peaceful way. That's when I started skilling hubs. There's one here in Sebe. I don't know whether my graduates are here, some of them.
They are there, Your Excellency.
Where are they?
Right here.
Come, you people.
They are coming.
Let's hear testimony from 2, one boy and one girl. A boy and a girl. Okay?
Starting with the girl, Your Excellency. She's called Chelangat
So,
Peace, Your
let
Excellency.
us speak and you summarize.
Shaguruna Chelangat Peace, Ajone Kapchorwa Municipality, Segure Sub-County, Kabad Parish, Kwati Village. Anito Esingat, Acho Ataptanye Binile, Cha Mitane Oloi, Minyanyi Nakchu, Amajaru, Damu Kwenut, Nyochamda, Olim Nyan Nagle, Jojo Red, Chakung Mo, Logo Yok, Chakung Mo, Leche Mite, Chesla Lego, Chemite, the industrial hub. Atabe, Lagosi Nakchev, Unache Mite, Kutotola Mite, hairdressing, tailoring, welding, Amochila Chibetulane, Kumole, Chibet Sub-County, Amitiole, a search our sub-county, a silaga, I'm coming after Gasindaga, like Chagurancha, more like a succeeding or industrial hub. I've been the industrial hub, Chagonagosi never hairdressing, the industrial hub or Lele, Chagonu to book patch, Chamisha budget, Arab budget, Pagola Mita patch, Kosin Balaya Babach. Majeliba Nagari, I go sit a Mugaga, Dawanya Mugaga Laja graduate Singano, a joga, then I charge on Nicala Baragas Lamabon, the Imbaginia Baraja. I love Simudne Chabonde, I let dryer, a ranching a negari to sit koto, Anga Algarod. I just a one debut. I share mother moti amita ko lepiga goga alo cheke anga asleba biga la somok cheke kala chisha saloon amia tale amita ata bonda biga siriche miku ko la saloon kana neta amita mijaru but amita shemoti moti kusir swame negi ko najes His Excellency kuko ne carry 50 million Chebaja supporting an energy, Singaja Quatsauni, Sabon de Yele, Lagolebli, Kai Sabon, come up on the Jajang, long live Yori Kakuta.
Your Excellency, the story is very interesting, but I would summarize. She's called Chelangat Peace from Tegeres. She used to buy and sell tomatoes in the village. And a friend told her about the industrial hub, and she went.
Why had she dropped out of school?
She dropped out of school from.
His Excellency, Changate School Primary 7, Kupatweka Rikyoga the Stege.
She dropped out of school from Primary 7 and lacked money to progress her education.
Yes.
And so she went to the industrial hub free of charge, no charges. She ate and slept free. And at the end of the 6 months, she was able to sell her phone, which became her starting capital. She bought a hair dryer and then some small things. And then at the end of the day, she has employed 3 people, and they are doing small. Your Excellency, they are appreciating you for the 50 million shillings that you have given us a startup for in the circles, and so they will do very well.
Thank you. So she's now an employer. Let's hear the boy.
Chekure non ka nyokwani Chesang Emmanuel, Achone Kapchorwa District, Kabeyo Sub-County, Torito Parish, Rwanda Village. Anile changete sugulu, changete S3. Deoto kapat to gari kematostege sugulu, kapo parents togoli abur bate de gabun da sawet cheng purwasi muta sub county cheng mole mite kosinak kejem jasmane ajab sugunya awo paga sub county de gabun da sub county wanyoru sub county chief atevele de kacho amajala picking and fominagi anyita amajala o kosit kumo chief le mamiati okifomina knyit so anyit fomina cha awo kosit nyaba welding achone awa nyarok mugaga ayo mishibochi kila gila bobochi mufarsi nak bobochi prangtok pochi achone ulo abunuga ana ishir nyokyamita ye kosit nyokyasman awo compassion jego no isheta compassion aishe compassion aishe boshok tukusi anyoru garikla ayal machines ayat workshop nyumani nyoto nyemi ku golyo bandanyi kunyoto ayat chan much kota employingan abonde piko angman cha ishi ago chekto. Then on top of that I want to thank His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for such a good initiative like that. As I stand here right now, recently, through the confidence I received from the industrial hub, I managed to stood as the LC3 chairperson, Kapchorwa sub-county. Through the confidence I gained from industrial hub.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. May God lead you.
Papa, Your Excellency, Chesang Emmanuel, as a total orphan, dropped out of school from senior 3. And he was struggling with life until when he was contacted by the sub-county, he went and filled forms. He went and did welding. Without capital, he contacted Compassion International that gave him some work, that gave him money to start buying his own tools and implements, and is currently employing up to 4 people. With the courage that he has attained from you, he stood as a sub-county chairperson of Kapchorwa sub-county.
Thank you. So now my NRM people,
NRM,
me, I want to go to heaven.
Anila barana ujigegi Congo.
I don't want, I fear going to hell.
Mamu chana wagakwambi aikunyogoru lagot.
And when I go to face God,
amajele ujige wagas mungut.
He will ask me,
Majo,
why did you allow children to suffer when you are there in Uganda?
Yega whatever no only did they say I still go Q kutangan anguki mi tani.
And Jesus' questions are very serious.
Anguya esule nyaker gamsa.
Because when he was here, he asked somebody, said, when I was thirsty, you never gave me water. Then somebody said, no, but when did we deny you water? He said, when you denied it, that one who needed it, you denied it to me. Therefore, for us to stand here, to sit here, Excellency President, people have titles, Banang. Excellency President, Right Honorable what? Honorable this, Lordship this. And then you hear a child here saying that when my parents died, I lost hope. We were the girl there was saying, I wanted to commit suicide, that she wanted to commit suicide.
Kalaga Jamie the Queen, Yokamwe, Lakataga Majurwandi, you like Kibara Ket Kevade.
The question is, if the parents of the boy died,
they would tell
did Uganda die?
Kimme Uganda no more?
Did Sebei die?
Kimme Sabini?
Yes, one person died, but the ones who remained, what did they do?
Again, the jogging it question.
I don't want to go to Gehenna. This is why I say, you people, educate free these children. In government schools, so that if they fail, it's their fault. But now we are all in trouble. To be around and when these children suffer like this. That's my appeal to you. To our members. I therefore appeal for you to vote for the NRM. Vote for the NRM. Vote for the NRM. Because it is the one which knows what to do. I don't have to talk about these people who don't know what they are doing. Sometimes people, what they are saying, you feel sorry. How can people? Because what they are saying is so wrong. Lakini Mungu yuko. NRM juu. Kapchorwa juu. Sebei juu. Uganda juu. East African juu. Let us have, I will have a picture with those young people afterwards. Let's have the flag bearers.
NRM. Your Excellency, we have Chapter 8 Betty Kali for Woman MP, Kapchorwa District. We have Honorable Tuala Fadil for Tingay County. And when I call your name, please kindly you move in front where His Excellency the President is. Honorable Martin Chemonges for Kapchorwa Municipality. Honorable Chelimo Vincent for LC5 for Kapchorwa. Mr. Songo for Mayor Kapchorwa Municipality. Your Excellency, that is a team of 5 for Kapchorwa and Kapchorwa Municipality. Your Excellency, there are also those who did not contest. They had to step down for the flag bearers. That means they had love for the party. Aburchi Fadil ye unyago mare ongyoga namnyenyi bendaret. Ako songolyo. Aha, Marionette Martin Chamonges. Man of action. Man of action. Okay. Asante. Aha. Marionette Vincent. Vini. Aha. 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 Kao bondet ngoni amnye woman MP kunye jemwekla jamwala dene bondo kamuka yuek pakala jete. Honorable Betty receiving the flag from His Excellency the President, who is also the chairman of the national resistance movement. And then there's also the flag bearer for the youth MP. Please, you can also pick up the flag. Your Excellency, I think that one is the last one. And then you will take a photo with the president as soon as immediately. And then after, there are those who stood down respecting the flag for the flag bearers will also go and take a picture or a photo moment with His Excellency, the President. So you just move straight away. You move straight away. You know yourselves. Just move, just move.
May we have those who respected the flag. Please, can you clear them to go and take a photo with the President? Kindly clear those people to go and take a photo with the President. Thank you for respecting the flag and supporting the flag bearers. This is the spirit of the movement. Thereafter, the graduates from the Skilling Up will be the last people to take the photo with the President, and we sing the anthems in reverse order. Thank you. Can we have the graduates from the Skilling Hub? And the MC, go with them. Thank you. After that, we shall sing the anthems in reverse order. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, and thank you for listening to the President. Borders, the President directed, the Right Honorable Speaker is coming to meet you. The Right Honorable Speaker is coming to meet the border team and the ghetto youth. The ghetto youth and the borders, the Right Honorable Speaker is coming back on Thursday to meet you. Thank you so much. Yes, the Right Honorable Speaker, the second National Vice Chair for the party, will come back to Kapchorwa on Thursday to meet borders and the ghetto youth. Thank you so much. May we prepare for the anthems. Thank you. May we have the anthems in reverse order.
Sabo